Hey everyone, my name is Blackblade. Hope you're having a good day. I am going to be doing something I haven't done in over 5 years, which is a Let's Play. In this case, I just got the feeling of revisiting an old childhood favorite of mine. This is the first co-op game I ever played. I have a lot of fond memories playing it with my dad. This is Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, complete with the original GameCube box that I have, complete with, as well, its little GameStop tag that I still have not been able to fully get rid of. I should probably take care of that at some point. But yeah, my goal with this is just to have fun, share some stories of my younger years playing this, as well as some interesting facts that I've learned, and try to convince you all that this is perhaps one of the, if not the best movie tie-in game ever made. So we'll see how I do at that. But anyway, so let's go ahead and make a new game, and I'm going to play on hard. I've never beaten the game on hard mode before. I figured that'd be an interesting challenge to try, so why not, am I right? Let's go for it. So one of the first things about this game that's of note is that before each level, it uses a couple of clips and stuff from the movie to kind of get you invested or immersed back into the world of Middle-earth. The problem is that copyright on YouTube is still, as much as it always been, a pain in the ass. So to not risk anything, I'm going to skip these. You could just fill in your mind, but we'll cut back to when it transitions to gameplay, as you'll see quite literally. Right here. I mean, we're still in the movie, but you'll see what I mean. So even though this is Return of the King, we're starting off with our prologue level at the climax of the second movie, The Two Towers. If you've not seen the Lord of the Rings movies, that's that transition I meant. Seamless way for a movie tie-in game to instantly invest you in the universe. Oh man, I can already feel myself getting back into the swing of things. So this is, in the past I've called this just a straight hack and slash. These days I would say, to kind of go in line with the stipulations I set in place in my almost 5-year video, which, holy shit, I'm getting old, the hack and slash versus beat 'em up games video. I would actually say this is more of a hybrid between a hack and slash and a beat 'em up. Generally it has like a more arcade-like setup and such, but it has that, or its progression system is a lot more, ooh, ouch, first hit. So kind of hard to see my health bar just because of my microphone in the way, so just gotta take the good old melee conundrum of don't get hit. I mean, this is the GameCube, so it does fit. Ooh, coming in from downtown. So yeah, at this point I don't really have any combos, but you have a lot of standard attacks, so even just your base combat feels super varied. So I'm gonna blast him in the face. Wait, is that hitting him? Okay, ow. Asshole. So, yeah, even just with base, God. I'm already in the red, that's a good sign. And now, not perfect. This is a tutorial level, so it's not supposed to be kicking my ass. I have no idea if I will, or have any chance of going through this without getting a single game over. Especially as we get to some of the later levels. I won't say which ones, because some of you may not have played this game, and it might be a bit of a spoil, or a spoiler, surprise for later on. Ow! Goodness. Leave me alone. But yeah, it has like that classic Capcom beat 'em up style of like a lot of the same type of generic enemies. They drop health bars and power-ups and stuff. But as far as like your actual moves and stuff, you have a lot of kind of freedom of expression just in terms of your combat or your moveset, which I am such a sucker for. That is my favorite thing for any game to really consist of, is for an action game. Shit. Oh, by the way, for those who have not seen me in a while, yeah, I picked up a pretty bad swearing habit, so, I mean, not anything significant, but definitely notable. So, yeah, now that I finally have a bit of easiness, I can show. So you have just like swift attacks, which is the A button. You have your fierce attacks, which is the heavy ones. You've got parrying. You've got a down strike. You can hold L to go into projectiles and then press A to fire. You also have X as like a little knock back, which does come up sometimes. There's this little back step you can do, which I almost never use, and I should probably get in the habit of using. That's a challenge for this series, is to figure out how to actually use it. But yeah, you also, of course, get plenty of combos, which we'll work with over time. Hell yeah. So satisfying. So, you can see these dynamic camera angles and stuff. Now, it might already be kind of surprising, just the little bit that you've seen, just how good this game is, but there's a very simple explanation as of why it's as good as it is, that kind of... Wow, I just got directly hit with a catapult shot there. Sorry, the game is glitched. It should be moving to the next... There it is! Okay. So yeah, this isn't just any developer that made this. This was made by EA Redwood Shores, which you might not recognize it by that name. It's been a while since they've been called that. Frankly, it's been a while since they've existed at all. Oh, I can't die. Okay, that's good. Because otherwise I would be absolutely screwed. This game is pretty brutal with its checkpoints, which I kind of like. It makes it all the more imposing that you actually do your best in each fight and really fight to your fullest extent. But anyway, EA Redwood Shores later rebranded to a company that you might be more familiar with, which is Visceral Games, the creators of the Dead Space games and Dante's Inferno. So, another sign that they know how to do melee action games and just make good games in general. As soon as I found that out, it made way more sense why just this one random tie-in game from my youth just happens to be of such exceptional quality, because they had some legitimate game dev star power behind it, and I think that's awesome. So at this point, what the game wants me to do is use these ballistas here for like special actions and stuff. You use the Z button, and it wants me to fire these ballista like this. Yeah, I hit one to destroy that I guess casket of black powder. I'm not doing that just because I want to get some more kills and stuff, because as you can see, with each kill I'm getting, it's a little bit of extra experience, and you use that at the end of each level. You get the chance to purchase some new skills. However, eventually I'm just going to run out the time and it's going to do it automatically, so I just got to make the most of the time I've got. Crush some 4 souls that I don't really feel sorry for because they're nasty Uruk-hai. Spawn of Isengard. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings buff, if I have not made that clear. I don't really think I have, because I've never really talked about the series much on my channel. Goodness, just out from behind the screen. Hell yeah, perfect mode. So this increases your damage and gives you the maximum amount of... oh, that was super delayed on my part. The maximum amount of experience from each kill that you can get. I should probably... Eek! Oh wait, no, that's less health than I had before, so I'm just gonna... That's the wrong one. I knew he was gonna hit me. One thing I've learned from playing this game in my younger years is... Okay, no, I still can't die. Worst comes to worst, you just spam parry until you figure out what to do. Sometimes that doesn't work, but against base enemies it does. Anyway, kaboom! God, I love this game. Oh yeah, and it's completely voice acted by the actual cast of the movies, which is just that extra touch to make it just that little bit nicer. So, at the end of each level... Oh, this kind of describes it for me. The skill meter determines the kill rating, each higher ratings by stringing... Or earn higher ratings by stringing together successful hits. God, I can't read today. Fair ratings are the easiest to get, but generate the fewest experience points. And that's pretty much all I could do for the most part when I was a kid. Good and excellent ratings are worth more and require you to string together several hits without taking damage. You got a decent amount of good kills. Got a good bit of excellent kills. And pushing the skill meter into perfect will enhance your attack damage and generate... So what I said earlier, basically. I did not get a lot of perfect kills this time around. But mission rating excellent is still pretty good. Basically, the more you skew towards the left, the better kills. Or like the more you skew towards the better kills, it ups your mission rating, which gives you a bit of an experience bonus. So we leveled up to level 3 already, which gives me a good bit of extra skills to work with. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm definitely going to pick this up, and you'll see why shortly. And we'll go with Orc Hewer, because this is just like your standard light, heavy attack combo that's in pretty much every melee action game under the sun. Pretty popular, I'd say. And what else am I feeling? I guess we can do a couple of specific upgrades for Gandalf here. The reason I'm purchasing this stuff is that I'll unlock it as I play other characters, which is going to be important in a second. I don't really like Fog of War that much, so I will just go ahead and pick this up early, so I can have access to that the next Gandalf level I do. And I have a bit more, so by the third, I'm sure. Finish purchasing upgrade. Yes, I want to save. And holy crap, that is practically over 15 years of different save files, and I've had plenty more. I hit the limit like back in 2008, 2009. It's a shame it doesn't have the years, otherwise that'd be really interesting. But we'll do this one at the bottom, because I never really got that far with it. I don't know why I'm trying to squat. So this is the hub area, and just this presentation is so cool. But anyway, the reason why I was talking about the group stuff is because once you beat the tutorial, your path opens up. There is the path of the king, the path of the wizard, and it's not showing, but the path of the hobbits. Now, I usually, just for convenience sake, like to play these levels in the order somewhat that they happen or would happen in the movies. There's a couple levels that you'll see here that are kind of, that was a perfect one to highlight on, that are generally kind of just made up to fill the level space, which honestly I don't mind, because none of them are terribly, I guess, overbearing in that sense. But yeah, when it comes to these three, definitely the first one is Escape from Osgiliath, still in Two Towers, and that gives us the opportunity to play Sam. You can see some of the other characters that are playable in this game. My boy Gimli, love this guy, and Aragorn, of course. And then you have three secret characters that you unlock at the end of the game. Or you unlock one of them if you play through this co-op. The second player gets to play as them during the Hobbit levels. But I won't say who. Instead, I'm just going to pick ol' Sam here. Samwise Gamgee, one of my favorite fictional characters in existence. And,
my heart is filled with both
yeah, let's just cut to the level. No, Frodo, don't do it. Don't give up the ring. God, I love these transitions. It's such a... The presentation in this game is one of its strongest aspects. And of course, like, these visuals, this came out in 2003, I think? Maybe 2004? 2003. That looks really good. Yeah, so finally get to play as old Sam here. And each character, they don't differ too much. They have their own little differences, either in animation or little changes in play style. But man, it's kind of weird to think that this just kind of popped in my head that this technically predates the God of War games, which with the other big action game project that Visceral is known for, Dante's Inferno, took heavy inspiration from. In this case, it predates the series, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, each level has its own little differences as well. In this case, Escape from Osgiliath has this painful feature, which is as long as you're out in the open spaces like this, you are visible by the Nazgul, and over time that bar fills up, and if it fills up all the way, then Frodo is taken over by the sway of the Nazgul, and you instantly lose. So there's actual stakes in this level, for sure, because this is one of the, funnily enough, one of the harder levels in the game, and it's one of the earlier ones. Then again, it could just be I find it one of the harder ones, and it's a skill issue. Who could say? Anyway, speaking of skill, we just leveled up, so now we get to see why I got those skills that I did. First off, good ol' Orcure. That is the standard bread and butter combo in this game. Bread and com. So that's one of the things we got. But there's another thing that I picked up that you saw, Orcbane. I didn't know how to do these for the life of me as a kid, but these are, I'm just going to parry these guys while I talk about this. This is a huge thing for getting perfect mode in this game, is if you have the Bane parry, or like, they're basically counter skills, and if you have them unlocked for certain enemies, and then you pull them off, you can do these quick kills that, or well, not quick, they're played out animations, that instantly get you into perfect mode. And that is the ideal way to really just, see, like right there, it just gets you right into it. As a kid, I didn't know how to do these because it is pressing, or it's, oh, hang on, let me see. There we go. It's doing a parry and down strike at the same time, and I didn't understand, like, dual inputs as a kid, which is kind of funny since generally one thinks of kids playing video games as just spamming the same buttons over and over again. Ow. So another thing, I mentioned those knockback things sometimes come in handy, and this is one of the cases where it does, because enemies are guaranteed to hit every time they get out of stun from being hit themselves. I'm just throwing daggers at enemies off screen. So that's an opportunity to, or you could do a knockback to get them into a stun state. Am I even hitting anybody? Doesn't look like it. Nope, I'm hitting the wall. So, these guys I can't get to. They're just a couple extra kills, provided I actually hit these. And they die? Just die. Okay, well, I guess I didn't need any throwing daggers. Oh, and there's another thing I can do. And all the hobbits have this ability. Cloaking! Where did I go? No one will ever know. Okay, if you hit them from behind, it's a one-hit kill, but Frodo knocked him forward, so it didn't count. Thanks, Frodo. Always the useful companion in combat. Oh, hang on. Only pressure him to hit. Get that perfect mode. So yeah, you're gonna see me get into perfect mode a lot more going forward, and that's the chance to level up faster, and then as a result get more skills. I think there's, yeah, I knew you were back here. Can't escape my judgment. Get hewed. And we hit a checkpoint. Good. That's the only checkpoint in this level. I told you they're very sparse with them. Again, you've got these shifting camera angles, these background elements, all these other models and stuff. The number of models they have on screen in this game is, at points, is just absurd, especially the fact that it's still able to run so well with them all on screen. This is just a well-optimized game. I guess a spoiler alert, I consider this a 10 out of 10 game. And most of that is... Oh shoot, I just realized I'm kind of pushing it with getting spotted, so... There's a little spot up here that I can avoid getting spotted. And there's a firing squad waiting for me. Hey, hit me! Yeah. Yeah, usually I do not give out 10 out of 10 scores to games often, just because I don't want to make it mean nothing. So most games that I consider like 10 out of 10s are stuff like Last of Us, or if we want to go around this time period, like Resident Evil 4. So it is really high. I hold this in really high esteem, not just as a movie tie-in game, but as a game in general. Maybe there's a little bit of nostalgia playing into that. I mean, there most definitely is. But at the same time, as I get more, I suppose, objective and critical in my older age, because I'm still in my 20s, I can't find problems with this game. I can't really find major flaws or things to criticize. They're like the tiniest of nitpicks and stuff, but they're few and far between. Anyway, I'm already level 3, and just got whacked in the face there. Let's see. So, as you could see, I kind of glanced over it since I was talking, but earlier we had, we passed the three, or like the ranger and the two goblins, or two orcs fighting at the top of this stair. And that's kind of a sign to show you where you need to go. Now, as a kid, I always wanted to get up there as fast as I could. Oh. I never really paid attention to the little nozzle in the crack of the space there. But I always want to get up here because, you know, the NPCs can kill each other, and the orcs did kill the ranger. Sometimes you can get up here and save the ranger, or the ranger just wins the fight himself. Which... too much talking. Drink water. Roll a bell instead. This is funny. Oh, goodness. I don't know what I did to my throat, but it is not happy with me now. Well, I'm not going any further after I beat this level, so I should be fine. Wait, did you... No, fight me! And stop getting whacked around by the others. Okay, there we go. Nope. Come on. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me! Or... Well, he did hit me. I'm not... It's not letting me... There we go. Goodness gracious. We are back out in the open. That almost hit me. Oh. Yeah, thanks for the opportunity there, Frodo. Yeah, so this is where I lost countless times as a kid, and I need that little health. There we go. Just because there's so much open space, and I also just never noticed this little spot here. There's like this little cubby, which it has that green health there to show you that it's a safe spot. So, good little level design touch. Again, just this whole, if I make this a series, this whole series, I'm going to be gushing about all the little details and stuff that I like about it. You know, since I started, or since the last time I was regularly making videos, I've gotten a lot more involved in actual game development. I'd love to talk about that on my channel, and probably will sometime soon. I've just been procrastinating on a video about the game jam I was a part of. But as a result, those little touches matter a lot more to me, and I'm, I guess, thinking about them more. So I'm also kind of gushing about them when I see them, especially when it's something that just has this much positive connotation in my brain. Like, most of the games I grew up with as a kid were tie-in games or licensed games, and the ones that weren't were not very good. You had stuff like Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, and I mean, Sonic Heroes isn't bad, but it's far from the best Sonic game. This little spot that I'm in here is a safe spot, which is good because I almost got spotted there. But yeah, most of it was like a lot of crappy THQ tie-in games, like a Jimmy Neutron game, and Cars. But yeah, this is one of the only games from my childhood that still holds up in my older age. So I kind of... It earns extra brownie points for that. Just hit me. Thank you. The fact that I'm going for these perfect mode Bane kills is really just kind of putting myself at an extra potential disadvantage. I should have killed that guy with ranged, so I would have gotten that thing. I'm actually... No, I'm going to move in here so I can do... and try and lure them in so long as Frodo and Gollum move. Alright, come on. Come over here. Come on. You know you want to. Goodness, that was quite the stare down. Anyway, and now that that's over with, I can... Yeah. If you do another Bane kill while you're already in perfect mode, it's usually kind of a loss to do so. Is there any more health up here? Maybe? No? Okay. Oh, let's just go down here. We're getting close to the end of this level, and as a result, the end of this video. I hate that Frodo says that, because every time I see that guy, especially when I was younger, I always wanted to get up there and help him, but you can't. Ow! Jerk. Fine, I'll do the parry dance. Check me out. There we go. Slice that throat. And then... he's dancing. Alright, knock him back, and... Frodo. They're not... He wasn't attacking. Is this one gonna attack? That's... Wait, hey, you piece of shit! Do it again. Or not. I'll just take care of you. I need health really badly. Okay, this is... I can't go... No, I should go for the Bane kills, because... I don't know. There's no health up here. Damn. This is gonna get tough. I'm gonna focus less on talking and more on actually surviving. Alright. Got that perfect kill. Maybe he'll drop health? Oh, he did! Oh! Oh! Oh, he almost hit me. Take a dagger in the face. And more of them are coming down the hill. I love you could see that, just that, I was gonna make like a football joke of like running down the different fields, but I don't actually know the football terminology, so it's just gonna sound goofy. And we got a little mini boss up there, which I'm just going to say, no. I'm going to, no, get back here. Yeah, get that back kill. Normally you have to like break his defenses and then, and then you'd kill him, but as the hobbits, you have a much easier way of dealing with them. And that was the only way we could deal with them when I played this. I'll also, instead of just purely gushing about stuff in the future, I'm also going to share stories of when I used to play this with my dad, because the two of us played through the whole game when I was like 6 years old, and there are some really good memories there. They'll get a lot more prevalent as it goes on. But anyway, we're free! And this time Faramir didn't have to let us go, because I guess he just didn't exist in this level. We didn't see him anywhere. Bloop. We're back. I don't know why I did that transition, but anyway. Let's see. I might have gotten a perfect mission rating on this, and also still haven't died yet, which is kind of impressive. We got close there, but I'm just that good. What can I say? My sound cut out. Oh, that's because I knocked that. Yeah, I got a perfect, and that's level 4 after Osgiliath. That's really good. Man, alright. That means I can already get Balrog's Gambit. This is another one of the combos. This is a really good one for dealing with more hefty enemies that you can't knock down, which is going to be really important for Sam. That's all I will give away with that. But yeah, there's a lot of strategy with what you pick. I mean, there's the stuff that benefits the individual character. I like this a lot more than Gandalf's version, because Gandalf's uses some of his ranged ammo, whereas the other like hold heavy attacks for all the other characters don't. So we'll definitely get that. And do I have... no, I don't get better daggers until level 5, so... yeah, I guess we'll go with the Cloak of Haldir. Improves that little sneak thing I did earlier. And we'll go Final Judgment. This is a good one for just that Aragorn finisher. Just looks so cool. This is a good one for dealing with just taking out a single enemy in a single combo. That's another thing I like about this game. Every single one of the combos has a reason for using it. There's a lot of hack and slash games that the combo or move list just gets kind of bloated. Metal Gear Rising is one that comes to mind for me. Great game, but you're not going to use half the combos that exist in this. You're going to use pretty much every single one in this game in at least some point or another. And can't really get anything else, so we'll stick with that. How long have I been recording for? 48 minutes, goodness. Well, this is going to be maybe a little lengthy of a video. We'll just have to see. Yeah, that is 2 levels completed, the tutorial and Escape from Osgiliath. I could just skip through this. We've unlocked Shelob's Lair, but not going to be really going through with that. If you all want to see more of this, if I continue this series, then I will be doing Road to Isengard next, going back to Gandalf, and then Paths of the Dead, our first level as either Aragorn, Legolas, or Gimli. And in fact, you know what? Let's do a bit of a call to action thing. If you do want to see this series and you want to see me play these levels, let me know which of the 3 you want me to play between Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli. They all have, as I said, little differences between them, and they're each kind of fun to do in their own right. So, other than that, I guess general closing video stuff. Thank you for watching. This was fun. I enjoyed this. I kind of lost that enjoyment of making gameplay videos, and that's why I stopped doing them for such a long time. And I think I am more partial to like the scripted content that I do on my main channel these days. Definitely better quality, but there's just something relaxing about this. Yeah, if you found it relaxing or enjoyed the stories or my little inputs or just anything along it, you know the drill. Slice that like button in half. Subscribe to my channel if you are new, both the main channel and this one. And with that, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.